Hey,
291.
is it 291?
291.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 291, as you heard, of The China Show, The Real China Show. And we've got a lot of news to cover today. But first, wanted to wish all of my American friends a happy Thanksgiving for yesterday.
Yeah, so we have a treat later for that. As you might know, I've become a romance singer. Bit of a blues singer.
Guess what? I was sick, and now it's his turn,
Yeah,
so...
and hopefully mine's not like 2-month affair like you had.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That was ridiculous.
But I'm fixed now, more or less.
I am not. I am in the deepest throes of this horrible plague.
Exactly.
This sucks.
Anyway, guys, we're going to have to hop into this. But first, hang on, 291, what area code is that?
Eritrea.
Oh, very cool name.
So that's the country code for Eritrea. I'll give you a 30-second rundown of the country.
Sure.
It's kind of like Ethiopia, but was split with civil war.
Okay.
They have one of the oldest kind of written systems of writing. Looks really cool.
Yep.
They are Nilotic people, so of the Nile River.
Okay.
They are Christians. They are probably one of the least free countries in the world. It's called the North Korea of Africa. It's like a dictatorship.
Makes sense.
So they will not be watching because I don't think they can watch YouTube. But shout out to Eritrea if you're from Eritrea or you're Eritrean.
Exactly.
Leave a comment down
Another African dictatorship. What a surprise. Anyway, let's continue, guys. And we're going to have to get right into it, of course, with What's New, where we talk about everything that's new, specifically with regards to China. And we've got some interesting clips for you here. First of all, you got to give props to this guy who's probably trying to break one of the world records for hula hooping.
Unbelievable. The fact that he pulls it. The fact that he even can move it. I don't think I can move that.
Yeah, that is epic. I mean,
let's go, dude. And there's something about these commie squares.
Yeah.
Where you get people spinning stuff and you get people whipping stuff.
Yeah, no, the uncles, they've got very little else to do during the day, so they'll come and hone a craft.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's very interesting, like whips or like whipping a top, like a spinning top or something. But this guy, I mean, is he actually going to succeed?
I mean, he did.
I guess.
He did. He did it.
Yeah, he did. Did you guys catch that?
Go back so I can see it real quick.
Okay. This is obviously a skit. This can't be real.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
So
But
this is a new method. I should probably say an old method of stealing a purse.
okay, so I'll pause. I'll try to pause it strategically.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so she's holding her purse, and you can see
the
he's
tip
got
of
the
the
umbrella tip.
Yeah.
Oh.
Perfect. That's a good strategy. See the purse on the umbrella?
Yeah, so he managed to hook the purse, and then open the umbrella. So now the woman's like, where'd my purse go? Like, something happened to my purse. This totally not set up situation.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing?
Hardy har har. That's how you get away with it.
You gotta laugh at, like, theft.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway.
This has been going around for a while. This is a newer one.
Yeah, I saw this before. It's really weird.
Yeah, but it's still going. So what they do in some rural markets in China, and I don't want to say rural, it's not that rural.
No,
It's
that's
cities,
in the cities, yeah.
Pause that real quick. That's just a misattribution because people think anything that looks kind of rough in China, it must be rural. No, China's a rough-looking place.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
Anyway, you get this new fad, these like Temu machines, basically, and they steam your eyes.
Yeah, you know what those are? Those are those, what do you call them? Moisturizer? Like humidifiers. You can get them and they put out a steam. So it's actually
It's like a small humidifier.
Yeah, it's harmlous. It's just water vapor. But they'll probably put some herbs in it, though.
Well, what they do is they hook it up to like a CPAP machine kind of tube. Those, the ones when you're snoring, you're like, oh, I'm going to die in my sleep.
Yeah,
It's
one of
basically
those?
one of those, but you put it on your eyes.
Okay.
And some people will do this. I've seen people actually do it from a pot where they boil the herbs in it, and they put the herb glasses on.
Wouldn't it be funny to throw some chili peppers in the mix?
That would be sick.
I'm just saying.
But these guys are doing just humidification of the eyes. Why? Unless you have some debilitating injury where you can't produce tears anymore, why are you cooking your eyeballs? And number two, why are you doing it communally? Why are you doing this at home?
It is a little interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, in China, TCM is, there's no real set rules for it. You can do whatever you want.
Traditional Chinese medicine.
Yeah, traditional. You can say that if you dunk your head in a cold pond on a Wednesday when the sun is at a certain place in the sky and there happens to be a dead turtle in it, then suddenly you'll cure pancreatic cancer. And people will do it.
You know that you just made that up, right?
Yes.
But given the right channels, that could spread.
Oh, yeah.
That could spread in
That's what
China.
I'm saying. Like, I've seen that kind of thing in China where they're like, if you eat this kind of insect,
I remember it was a couple times. With
Yeah, yeah.
7. Well, actually, many times.
Sure,
but,
sure.
It was funny because no matter where you went in China, they would have different ideas of what was bad or good for you.
Yes.
So I'd go to places that were like, absolutely do not eat roasted peanuts. You're
Yes.
gonna die. Like,
Yeah, it's
your
bad.
throat will
You'll
close
shang
up.
hua,
And,
you know,
you'll
yeah.
get zits and you're
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then literally the province over, they're like, absolutely gotta eat roasted peanuts. And then
Otherwise,
so I
will.
challenged them.
Yeah.
I said that doesn't make sense. They just told me over there like last month when I was traveling that you can't do that.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, that's because their water is different. So when you drink their water, 水土不服, they say.
Yes.
You have to drink the water to get used to it. Once you drink our water, you'll get used to being able to eat the roasted peanuts.
Yes. But over there,
it's bad.
yeah, exactly.
But my favorite one was when I went up to this place in northern China,
yeah.
and there's all these dudes like lined up out the door. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? And it was in one of the, it's kind of winter time, so there's a tent.
Yeah.
It's quite cold, right? They have these like clear tents. And you line up, and there's a woman cooking stuff. And I was like, what is this? And my local friend said, oh, this is a must for every man in the town. And it was like, you know, like jianbing?
Yeah.
So it's like a flat pancake.
Pancake thing, yeah.
It was like that, but like very simple and thinner. And just a bowl of hard-boiled eggs. It was that, and you put that on the table, and that's what you have. And then you have beer with it. And I was like, why is it? It was literally the most boring thing you've ever had. Sure. Like plain boiled eggs in a jianbing with no onions in it or flavoring.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, this is really good for erectile dysfunction. And I was like, you're just eating eggs and bread.
I know. Can't you make that at home?
But they were 100% sure. You know?
Yeah, it's one of those things, and that is a big problem in China.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see what's next. This, you have to love this. We showed you, remember that time we showed you at a tourist spot, there was a thing where you could say whether you were satisfied with the service or not.
Yeah, and there are also government
and government ones. And the thing is, you couldn't actually say no. When you clicked no, it didn't respond.
Yeah.
Now, this is a little different, right?
Yeah.
You can say you're happy, you're kind of mid, or you're sad about, like, you know, the service.
Let's say
here.
it's the DMV.
Yeah,
or
this
let's say
is
it's
a government
renewing your
place.
license. Yeah, something like that.
Let's see what happens. Okay, so this person's testing it. Okay. So far, it seems like it works, right?
Yeah, it's working fine.
Yeah,
Kind of.
you tap it and it shows you, okay, so say there's like 29 dissatisfied people, then it makes sense, right? Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Wah, wah, wah.
When it hits 50, it resets back to 0. So the maximum amount of dissatisfactions you can have is 49.
I mean, that literally goes to show you anything from China.
Yeah.
Like the numbers, the
stats.
proof of whatever they're trying to prove.
Dude, they keep putting out that stat that 93% of Chinese people approve of the government.
Yeah.
How did they get that stat?
Cut from here.
From here. They literally, imagine you went up to a person on the street in China, you're like, hey, I'm doing a survey. Are you satisfied with the government? And you're on camera, and they're like, oh, hell yeah, yes, I love the government so freaking much. More than anyone else. You're not going to say no, because then you're going to get a knock on the door.
Yeah.
So anyway, it just shows you the absolute nonsense people put up with.
It's like, look. It's like, what? It's ice. It's like, WTF are you talking about? He tries to bite it.
It's the plastic lid. Oh, well. Okay, explain this.
So this is funny. I had missed this last month.
Yeah.
So what happened was, there's propaganda. We've seen this for all our time in China. You go around and you see propaganda about how you should only have one child.
Yeah, it's a hangover from the one-child policy. And
Which they got rid of in like 2015 or
yeah, exactly. When I first got to China, there were huge murals painted on the side of buildings. I remember seeing it clearly, and it would show like a happy family in a park, and they would have like one child on the dad's shoulders, and the dad had a camera to show that you're wealthy.
Yeah.
Now you can afford a camera because you only have one kid, and the mother's smiling and happy, and it's like, have one child, it's, good for you type thing. But they slowly phased that out when they realized that they've caused a huge demographic problem.
Well, and they're trying to do the opposite now.
Yeah, now they're trying to
have a
force
baby
people
boom.
to have kids.
Yeah.
But these things are still remnants because, that's the thing about China. There's no maintenance. So something that's supposed to have been taken down, look at that freaking wall. Okay. Now, in a normal country, a wall like that would be painted. That is the first coat of paint it ever got when that wall was erected, and it hasn't been touched since.
Well, they put CCTV cameras up, so that's what makes more sense.
And look at the cable management's fantastic. However, that sign is obviously still knocking about from the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay. But what happened?
So somebody they're like, I thought we were supposed to have more kids. They posted online.
And then the next
immediately
day it was removed.
Because that's a huge campaign from the central government right now to get people to have babies.
Yes.
So if you have remnants of that up, they're trying. It's just like the COVID thing. You can't talk about zero COVID anymore.
No, you
Even
can't.
though that was like, you're supposed to celebrate zero COVID. We're the only country that defeated COVID. You know that propaganda?
Yeah.
Even though they just hit all the people that died.
Yeah.
And so then when they decided, no, we're not going to do zero COVID anymore because of that protest that happened in Shanghai, white paper protest. They go, no, that didn't exist. And they literally used paint rollers and just painted over all the propaganda about COVID.
Yeah,
and now
it's done.
you just don't talk about it anymore.
No, you don't.
COVID's not in the conversation.
This is a great example of how you can affect change in China. The only way to ever make the Chinese government do anything is to embarrass them. Honestly, that's why a lot of what we do, pointing out the problems in China, is for a reason. We want the Chinese government, we want people to see what's going on in China. Chinese government gets embarrassed, they might do something about it. Hopefully positive and not not just censor it more. You know what I mean? Sure. Anyway, this is a great example. Let us move on. Dude, isn't this exactly what we saw?
Yep. I've seen this multiple times.
Yeah, we actually have footage of ourselves doing something very similar.
I lived in a building like this.
Take a look. They make this facade outside. I'm going to go back so you can see it from a bit of a distance there. Okay, sorry, I'm going to have to play this garbage again. I'm not very precise with this
it's okay.
playhead. Anyway, in order to sell buildings, they have to put them up quickly. They have to make them look good. So, that's okay. You're sick. You're forgiven. If you take a look, you want to make a fancy design. Now, you either make it out of concrete, which is expensive. You have to mold it. You know, it takes time. Or you simply mold it out of styrofoam. Very, very easy. Very quick. Wow, that was a good one. You put some kind of a screed on top of it, and hey presto, now you're all set. So this is what they do. They cover it up. People see the building that are coming to invest. They're like, oh, this looks fancy. Let's buy an apartment here. You know, let's invest in this particular project. Look, they've got all these cool designs and so on. Meanwhile, it's just styrofoam. So you pay in, and only after you've bought your apartment do you find out that this is what it's made out of, styrofoam, which, by the way, is very flammable.
Yes.
Which is very relevant.
We'll find out.
Well, very relevant, yes.
Oh, by the way, there's so many people here.
Yeah.
And they say, you need some NyQuil, man. No. They said, why would I take NyQuil when I'm doing a show?
You'll fall asleep. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't need to be nodding out on stream. What they are saying is, are you guys going to cover the Hong Kong fires? Yes, of course. That's the main topic.
You didn't see the thumbnail? You guys not see the thumbnail? It's coming up. Don't worry. We have to build up to it. So anyway, just wanted to show you some construction practices that are fairly common in China, having personally both of us seen this before. Here's some more tofu dregs. We show this all the time. This is a person's ceiling. That is the floor above them.
Yeah, that's not like the facade.
No, this is, you can see the rebar and whatnot. The people that are above them are walking around on that floor. That's what separates the two apartments. Not good when you can just break it out with your hand. And it's very common. They use very low quality building materials. They use building sand that's got from the sea, you know. It's got salt in it. Corrodes the rebar, as you saw there. But let's move on to something else. Let me ask you this, Emil. How often do you see some or other shills saying, like, look at, I don't know, say Shanghai's new metro station versus New York metro station. They show some like rat-infested graffiti thing, and then they show some pristine brand new station in China. You see that often?
All the time.
Pretty much every day. I mean, it's like the calling card. As soon as you see that, you know you got a shill on your hands.
That's a shill,
yeah. Anyway, something that's been happening in various subway stations around China, Foshan first, now Dalian is following the example over here, is in order to save money, they are cutting electricity off, cutting the lights off at certain times a day, and they're stopping the use of the escalators. They still have the elevators working, but, you know, in order to save money, they're shutting off the escalators. So
hilarious.
Doesn't it show you a little bit of how it really is?
Yeah.
Because you put something up that's nice and flashy, get the press, get the shills to do their thing. As soon as the cameras are off, they're like, well, you know...
Let's shut it down.
Shut it down.
How North Korea's... I remember they made that water park.
Yes.
Millions and millions of dollars, and they flew in all those like foreign dignitaries to be like, look, we have a water park.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, right?
Yeah.
And they brought them around, and they said, look, all these people play. And it turns out it was like in a cold month.
Yes.
So all the people were like shivering like in this water park. And it turns out when people like flew whatever satellite or whatever over, it was completely defunct.
Yeah, of course. It's only there for the cameras. Yeah. So here's another bit of a foreshadowing. In fact, this was yesterday, and this was on November 27th, the Beihai port in Guangxi, China. You had, I believe it was it 8 boats?
Yeah.
They burned for 7 hours.
It was huge.
Absolutely massive,
Port
massive port fire. Yeah, and all these boats caught on fire and just devastated the area. Now, if you watch the China show, you will see every week we're showing you some or other factory burning down, some or other fire in China. It's a common thing, right? And so, of course, the main topic for today in Soft Power Hour. The countdown is on. Oh, sorry, give me a second.
Pretty good at that pause.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, what I was saying is the main topic for today is the Hong Kong fire that's devastated this building in Taipo, or these buildings.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. We're going to get right into that. But, it can't all be bad vibes. We have a very positive message for you right now. And this is from our sponsor, Fantastic. It is the holiday season, guys. Holiday shopping season is turning it up here.
Uncommon Goods takes the stress out of gifting with thousands of unique, high-quality finds you won't see anywhere else.
Don't wait. The most meaningful gifts get scooped up fast. And now's the perfect time to cross names off your list.
Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the USA, and we absolutely love that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I got? I actually picked up some gifts from Uncommon Goods, and I'm super pleased with them. I got an advent calendar, assembled in the US, by the way, and each window actually has candies from around the world. So my kids are going to absolutely love it.
Yep.
Also got some sick NFL glasses, pint glasses, made in America.
I was about to say, not
painted,
the kind you like.
No.
Okay.
Painted, yeah.
Yeah.
Painted in Pennsylvania, actually.
Excellent.
Hometown stuff. It's pretty incredible.
I normally get let down with this stuff because I'm into gadgets and technology. And nowadays, you cannot get away from buying things made in China. But actually, they had a little LED sign, which is made in the USA. And it's really cool. It tells you the air quality, it tells you little facts of the day, and if you're a sports guy, it can give you sort of live updates on your NFL game. And that
It literally does. It tells you like who's got the ball, what down it is, like the scores. I thought that was amazing. What I noticed is that there were so many things on Uncommon Goods that I want to give to people. I'm not even joking. It's so hard to buy gifts for people, but this is the one place, the repository of curated awesome stuff that you can be proud to give to someone. I also picked up these awesome little cubes, also made in America. And they're to make old fashions. I love old fashions. It's my favorite drink. What prevents me from drinking more old fashions is the preparation process. Right. So these are fantastic.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I know you like your drink.
And you don't?
I might like it more.
You'll find thousands of new gift ideas that you won't find anywhere else.
When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season.
And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date.
So don't wait. Cross those names off your list before the rush. Get 15% off your next gift. Go to uncommongoods.com/ADV. That's uncommongoods.com/ADV for 15% off.
Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
I just want to say before we continue, I really like that sponsor. And just like we said in our little word over there, we were able to find a lot of stuff that was made in America, made in the USA.
Not assembled, made.
Yeah. And I
know there's some people that'll go, oh, you're trying to sell something assembled. No, made in America. You see that glance LED thing you got?
Yeah.
That was made in America.
Exactly.
Those cups, made in America.
And they've got stuff made in other countries too.
Course.
But, I just like the fact that there's a place when you don't know what to buy someone for Christmas, you can actually go take a look.
Yep.
And there's a wide choice. So check it out, guys. Seriously. I mean, it saved my ass for my Christmas shopping.
Absolutely.
And I'm not even making that up. Yeah. It's the truth.
Saved your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
$2. Yeah, okay. Soft Power Hour, guys. This is where we talk about the main topic. And, of course, we're talking about the Hong Kong fire. So we got a lot to go through here. And we wanted to first tell you where it is. It's in the Wang Fuk Court. Could be read in another way, but this is in Taipo, and this is a place that we both used to visit a lot. We're very familiar with the area.
Taipo Market.
Yep,
great
excellent.
seafood.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool street shopping and stuff in the area that I used to go to a lot. Excellent place. Now, these are government buildings, government housing. if you're a local Hong Kong person, you can sort of petition, you get part of a lottery, and if you're lucky enough, you get government housing, which is significantly cheaper than if you were to, buy a normal apartment.
I'll give you an example. I have a family member that has government housing, and they in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Back in the, I'm gonna say 90s, they paid. Let me do some math here.
Okay.
Back in the 90s, they paid about $800,000 US for a 50 square meter apartment.
Okay.
Back in the 90s.
Wow.
So it gives you a little perspective. By the way, I just said that was the government subsidized
Yes.
housing.
Yes.
So it can give you a little perspective.
Dude, Hong Kong real estate is ridiculous.
It's not free real estate.
No, it's ridiculous. Like, you actually don't understand how expensive, Hong Kong is. It's an amazing place. Hong Kong's, to this day, one of my favorite places in the world.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, since China's taken over Hong Kong, it has declined in many aspects, freedom of speech.
Mostly freedoms.
Yeah. And now it's safety as well. All right. So this particular housing complex needed some renovation. So they set up, they're very famous in Hong Kong, they use bamboo scaffolding, which is fascinating, by the way. I watched a whole documentary about it. They've been using it forever. And all the big buildings you see in Hong Kong, they were all built using bamboo scaffolding. The entire country, which I like to call it still these days, was set up with bamboo scaffolding. And what they do is they take bamboo and they tie it together with nylon strips, I believe, or something like that. And you get these like elderly sort of aunties who are really good at it with their hard hats and their gloves, and they go up and they tie all these things. Look, it's amazing. And they go up like 50 stories high on bamboo to do all the, repair work. However, it's mandatory for you to now put these safety nets on the outside, and this is to stop debris from falling off, right? So if you're chipping away at something, you don't want a piece of concrete falling down, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, this horrific fire, which I believe burned for like 30 hours or
So
something.
this footage is really interesting. A lot of people might not have seen this yet. This is how it started.
Yeah.
Most people are showing the massive blaze, right?
Yeah.
But actually, this is how it started. So this is
Yes.
right in the beginning. What you probably notice from the footage is what's catching on fire is that green netting. Right?
Yes, the safety netting.
What was interesting is the Chinese narrative that was coming out on the Chinese internet, amongst other horrible things,
Yes.
was that this fire here in Hong Kong was because of the fact that they still use this outdated bamboo scaffolding, which we don't use here in mainland China. Our standards are too high.
Yep.
Which we're going to poke holes in a little bit.
Sure.
But this fire just went absolutely nuts. Now, dear YouTube, we're not going to show people dying here.
No.
Relax.
This is a news story.
This is public footage of a
If you
news
go
story.
after us, you better go after every other news
You
channel.
gotta hit everyone.
Everyone.
So 4,600 residents live in this court.
Yeah, I think it's like 1,900 homes.
That's
like
a lot.
Basically 2,000 apartments. If you think about that, that's a lot of people.
It's nuts, right?
Yeah.
The buildings were 31 stories. Better than 22, right?
Yeah.
And the Inferno burned for 43 hours.
43 wow.
hours.
43 hours. That's
Yeah.
insane.
And so what happened was they were kind of, Hong Kong wasn't downplaying, but China was trying to downplay.
They were trying to shift blame to the bamboo because, the Chinese government's like, okay, we're going to phase out the bamboo scaffolding and we're going to replace it by next year or something. And then this fire breaks out. They're like, it's because of the bamboo scaffolding. We told you so, you inferior Hong Kong construction, practices.
Well, so this played into Beijing's narrative as well. So
Yes.
flashback, and this is where the insight that I think you guys come here for. Flashback to the 2019 Hong Kong democracy protests.
Yes.
You had more than half of the entire territory, and I'm talking about half of the people in the entire country, in the territory,
Yes.
come out onto the streets and protest for their democracy.
Correct.
Reason is Beijing.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beijing was trying to get rid of the pro-democracy parties within the
Correct.
government.
Yeah.
So that people didn't have any kind of sympathetic to the West parties, right? They wanted to make Hong Kong less international. They wanted to make it fully under Beijing's rule. They see it as kind of like a sore spot where there's actually a free part of China kind of connected to China that's like internationally facing and respected, whereas nobody in the world really respects China.
Yeah.
There's many reasons. So they use Hong Kong for their kind of for their business ventures abroad. They use it to make shell companies. The
Yes.
CCP uses it for all kinds
spying.
of for everything, right?
Scams.
But they couldn't deal with the fact that these people who speak English and wanted freedom would take to the streets and fight for their rights, right?
Yeah.
So they brutally cracked down. They brutally cracked down in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And they successfully kind of stamped out any sort of democratic movement in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
It's really just a shell of itself now. Now, why this ties in is that the promise was, remember we told you about the unspoken promise of China. It's like Chinese people, remember they have a 9 out of 100 on the Freedom House Index. They get to hand over all their rights. You hand over the keys to your life.
Yes.
To the Chinese government and said, okay, but you're allowed to have money. You're allowed to have business. Now in Hong Kong, the rule was, we're going to stamp out your democracy. We're going to make sure that you don't have any more rights. But the trade-off is that the people that are going to be in power after this, they won't be corrupt like your democracy officials.
Sure.
They'll adhere to higher standard practice. They'll focus more on bigger picture stuff, bigger infrastructure projects, more safety, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
They called them the patriots. The patriots that will be elected from now on that are sympathetic to Beijing or in control by Beijing in Hong Kong will cater to the people.
Yes.
Because we'll bring our Chinese values into this whole thing. Now, nobody believes this, obviously, right? But these fires have become a real flashpoint, and I haven't seen a whole lot of people talk about this, a real flashpoint of Hong Kongers reigniting their fury at being taken over by China.
Yeah, they're like, look, I think there hasn't been a fire like this in 100 years in Hong Kong. And under British rule, safety was always a pretty high.
There was a big one in 96, but I don't think it was
exactly. Not this big. I'm saying this big.
Yeah.
And so it just seems kind of weird that straight, by the way, 96 was just the year before China took over. It's kind of weird timing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just seems that in such a short time of China ruling Hong Kong, this kind of horrible thing happens. It's kind of indicative of how they run things in China.
Yeah.
Because, you got to kind of put two and two together. If you see the amount of failures when it comes to safety that happen in China every day, never mind every year or every month, you have these levels of fires all over. I mean, the Tianjin explosion that wiped out entire city blocks.
You're importing China's problems in Hong Kong.
You see these things happening in China all the time, right?
Yeah.
Now, suddenly the same things are happening in Hong Kong since the Chinese government took over.
Yeah.
You kind of put two and two together.
You do.
You know what I mean?
I have some notes here. Many Hong Kongers see the scale of tragedy as proof that the political overhaul and Beijing control has made officials less accountable and less responsive. And while this is an anecdotal experience, like a situation here, I get the sentiment, like especially when China just starts trying to blame, like, oh, you're using archaic bamboo. We don't do that in China. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why you had the fire. The warnings were ignored because the system no longer listens to the public. So a democratic system that listened to the public prior, residents repeated over and over again that there were fire hazard complaints from this particular block.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were completely dismissed by multiple departments. And that's not something that previously was happening in
No,
Hong Kong.
they were very responsive, I remember, in Hong Kong.
The prosperity, remember Beijing said, oh, Hong Kong, yeah, you're way richer than China, but everyone's unequal. Beijing's going to come in there, we're going to fix that, right? In these poor areas, like that have, and I say
Like government housing, still
it's
way better than mainland
wealthier
China.
than
Yeah.
But that prosperity that was promised by Beijing, that equality, has not materialized whatsoever since the takeover, right?
For sure.
In fact, basic safety has deteriorated since then.
Of course it has.
In many situations. There's a myth that you elect patriots that love China, they're going to have more reason to want to take care of Hong Kong.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
They live there. They're going to have more funding from the central government.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, hell yeah, we got this, right?
Yeah.
Again, that hasn't proven to be the case, right? People now, because of the whole bamboo blame, started to get really upset.
Yeah.
They said, rather than you actually looking at systemic failure and doing something about this or preventing something like this, you go and blame something that if you blame something like bamboo, there's no accountability.
Sure.
Right. It's also very convenient that they were trying to get rid of this bamboo scaffolding within the year.
Yeah.
It was like some sort of government safety mandate in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And now there was already widespread distrust of Beijing in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Especially like post-protest.
Yep.
This is one of those situations that's really igniting that fury again. So it's very interesting.
Do you want to talk about bamboo for a minute?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so when this news came out, and of course this is always developing. Right now, by the way, there's confirmed, I believe, somewhere in about 130 odd deaths have been confirmed. And there's still about 200 people missing. So we don't know what the final death toll is. That's of as of this recording or this live show. But when it first came out and everyone was blaming the bamboo, I remembered something. I wanted to show you. When we filmed Conquering Southern China, as you can see here, in Yunnan, you and I, we went to these rice paddies where we caught fish with our bare hands. Okay, do you remember that?
I do.
Fairly memorable moment.
It was very fun.
It was one of the more fun parts of our journey. So we caught these fish and we had kind of a little barbecue over there in the rice paddies, right?
That's right.
Very quick reflexes there. You caught the fish just like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Even though I caught my fish before you, though.
It's a good thing you pointed that out.
I have to point that out, because I fell in the mud and you didn't. Anyway, here's the thing. When we were at that barbecue, part of the barbecue was chicken cooked in bamboo.
Mm-hmm. The whole chicken.
The whole chicken. But I want you to take a note that this bamboo, they literally threw it in the fire. Okay, so you've got this smoldering hot coals and flames and stuff, and they threw it in there and they cooked it in the fire pit for however long it took to cook a whole chicken. Yeah. And they cut it open. And I was like, you know what? That bamboo didn't catch on fire.
No, not
it smoldered, it charred, as you can see there. So I was thinking, they can't blame the bamboo because the official narrative was that somebody set the bamboo on fire by mistake. Like it caught fire, right? Look at that freaking
beheading this chicken.
I know. It's just like kind of crazy. If you haven't seen Conquering Southern China, you should check it out.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's super fun. Anyway, I just remembered that scene and I was like, if that bamboo didn't catch fire and we could still eat the chicken that was literally cooked inside of it, how is this bamboo scaffolding catching on fire? Right. And I'm not the only one who is skeptical about this because the Chinese internet started to question this as well because there are many dishes in China. By the way, the guy's smoking out of bamboo. There's fire involved there too.
Yeah.
That didn't.
Ironic that we had two bamboo instances.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, if it was going to catch on fire, this guy lighting it with a lighter the whole time, surely it would catch on fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so people on the Chinese internet have been questioning this.
Just looking at
Yeah, I know, dude. I did cough like crazy because I've never smoked, so it was tough. I don't even know what the hell they were smoking. What were they smoking?
It's tobacco.
Oh, just tobacco. Okay.
Hair tobacco is very thin.
Hair tobacco. They threw hair in there too.
No, it's just very fine.
I remember that beer was warm.
Smooth.
Anyway, so people have been doing these experiments on their own, right? Look at this guy. He's like blow torching a piece of bamboo. And he's like, well, this isn't catching fire. So I think they're talking garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because, of course, bamboo will catch fire.
Of course.
Just like anything. Steel will catch fire at a certain, temperature.
Yeah, especially old dry bamboo, like in the scaffolding. It's going to catch fire.
If it's those spindly little sticks or something. But look, there on the one side is a common dish in China where you like roast, pork and tofu or whatever inside of the bamboo.
Caveat here, it is fresh bamboo.
Okay,
it has a 90% water content.
Sure.
So it's much harder to burn.
Gotta put that in there. People are doing all sorts of experiments with bamboo now to see if it'll just catch on fire. And including things like throwing the iron, like red hot iron balls or whatever onto bamboo to see if it catches fire. And it doesn't. It actually just extinguishes. So the whole narrative that bamboo caused this is kind of quashed.
Yeah, so that was the narrative in the beginning. It was speculative, and then that's kind of what China was running with, right? That's what Chinese netizens were running with, and we were reading that. We're like, that doesn't even make sense. Yes, of course the bamboo caught fire.
Yeah, bamboo does eventually catch fire, but
Because they were saying like, oh, these bad employees might have been smoking cigarettes. So they took a cigarette and they put it on the bamboo scaffolding like this and held it there until it ignited? It doesn't make sense.
No, I mean, also if you watch these videos, they see that the bamboo actually goes out.
Yeah.
It doesn't keep burning like, chars. And unless the guy had a blowtorch and his cigarette, and then he threw his cigarette down, and then he took a flamethrower and literally burned it for like minutes,
You'll see the ball experiment.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Good high-res clip here.
Yeah.
See, it self-extinguishes, right?
Pretty much.
Unless you have a constant flame.
Yeah, look, there's that tofu dish I was telling you about. It's quite common. But obviously we're going to show you in a minute. It's actually the safety netting that they're blaming for this.
Which is supposed to be fire retardant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
fighting. We're fighting.
We're adults.
Yeah, we're fighting.
It's supposed to be fire retardant. And the problem is in Hong Kong, they have enormous safety standards.
Yes.
Everything is accounted for, right?
Correct. That's one thing that I couldn't believe it when I got to Hong Kong. is when you're driving down the roads on the mountains, they'll have like an embankment which has been shored up with concrete or whatever, to prevent a landslide. And they actually had, I'll pause that for a second. They have plaques on every embankment to say who inspected it last and at what time. They actually have inspectors to go out and like look at every little embankment to make sure there's no cracks or anything. They're very, very pedantic.
I was just thinking of all the signs I saw in China. Always have a certain word, or in Hong Kong, always have a certain word.
Yes, I'm remembering. Yes. Anyway, guys.
Yeah, so there are fire retardant nets. In fact, they're all supposed to be.
They're supposed to be fire retardant, but of course, you get non-fire retardant ones, which are made out of just nylon, and these are the ones that, unfortunately, like what you're seeing here, get sold in China all the time because shortcuts are taken.
Well, yeah, I mean, like we've shown shirts that were sold on those like,
on Temu that burn
Temu or
kids.
whatever,
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's that kind of idea. Is like when you can take shortcuts, you do.
You've seen the fake rebar. We've shown you all sorts. Look, here's the thing. In China, if a shortcut can be taken, it will be taken. So when you've got a big contract, because this stuff, I mean, when you're buying a whole building's worth of this stuff, you're talking miles of this stuff. It costs millions and millions of dollars, right? So if you can just get the non-fire retardant stuff, which costs like maybe $10,000 instead of $1 million, you'll do it.
Yeah.
Because you can pocket the rest of the money. And if you think you can get away with it, you will. And that's what a lot of sort of managers and people high up in these construction companies do, especially in the more rural parts of China.
I just want people to know that these aren't supposed to catch on fire.
No, they're not.
The vast majority of them that you would buy and ones that have been inspected will not catch on fire.
Yeah, but the ones that are not fire retardant, like this one, look how dangerous it is, because just like any burning plastic, it melts and sticks to stuff while it's still on fire.
Yeah, it becomes kind of like napalm.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It drips flames.
Have you ever been burned by melting plastic?
Absolutely.
It's terrible. And you
Worst.
can't get it off. Yeah, it's the worst thing ever. I dropped it on my foot once. I was like messing around and like, it's just not good.
Sucks.
So you're seeing a lot of these. I believe the purple one is the fire retardant one and the white one isn't, or vice versa. Let's see. Yeah, the white one isn't. So that's more likely.
Literally says on the top.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't even looking. Here's that. Look, you put a red hot ball, that is hot, on the bamboo, and yes, you get flames, but wait for it.
I like how quickly these experiments are coming out.
Because people are like, stop.
They're shocked.
Again, Hong Kong has been using bamboo scaffolding for like 100 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's proven to be
more than.
longer than that. It's proven to be safe. It's proven to work.
They were phasing it out this year, though.
Absolutely,
that's why I brought it up.
But it's tried and true. It's not something that you can just jump and blame. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just kind of weird that you do that right off the bat anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got like, why did you have to do that right away?
Yeah, it's interesting. So going back to the whole non-fire retardant safety netting, you can see how easy it was to set that alight with a lighter. So of course a smoldering cigarette or a welding torch or something could set that on fire fairly easy. Because look at this bamboo. You've got a red hot metal ball burning it, and it actually just extinguishes. Take a look. It chars, but it doesn't actually catch fire.
Consistent heat and flame.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Which again would have been provided by dripping plastic.
Yes.
From flaming hot netting.
Of course. And so, I mean, the bamboo scaffolding would have caught fire.
Yep. And then when that goes up.
Yes, but it only caught fire because of the bad netting on the outside.
So after the bamboo caught on fire with the netting, what happened was the window seals.
Yeah, they were sealing the windows with what? Because, they removed
styrofoam.
styrofoam. Great.
And so that went up. And that did, I don't even want to paint a picture of what that would do.
Yeah.
Because you could kind of understand.
Yeah.
You had hundreds and hundreds of people, and again in this residency for 4,700 people.
Yeah.
That were trapped.
Yeah.
Right? Trapped in this inferno.
Yeah.
Basically just stuck, and again this went for a couple of days. But what happened was interesting. In the follow up, we started tracking this.
Yep.
Again, this is where it is in Hong Kong. Some people were speculating it's because it's right on the border with China. It's not.
No.
So some people were, throwing this out there like, look, I've been complaining about this for ages. There's cigarette butts from the workers here.
Yeah.
That's dangerous, right?
Sure.
These workers shouldn't be smoking next to this thing.
Yeah,
right?
they're throwing down cigarette butts.
So that was kind of the first thing. But what was interesting was multiple residents started, calling the government, calling the cops, making interviews with media. They're like, yo, our fire alarms didn't even go off.
Yes.
Right? they've been complaining about this place for ages.
Yes.
Our fire alarms didn't even go off. So you're in a situation where you don't even know there's a fire. It's at night, right?
And very often the fire escapes are blocked with junk and, construction materials and who knows what else. It's unfortunate. I've seen a lot of buildings in mainland China where the fire escapes are chained shut,
Yeah.
I've had to
Absolutely.
deal with just in the fire escapes being cluttered up with garbage and things like that. It's not good.
No.
Safety is not very highly.
Safety not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's like safety lost in China.
Labor Department visited Hong Fuyuan 16 times and filed 3 prosecutions. So this is not the first time they've had some issues.
Yeah.
Should have been dealt with earlier.
Exactly.
So, look, if you go to Made in China, this is like where you can get anything made in China.
Yes.
There are hundreds, if not thousands,
Yeah.
of these netting companies.
Yeah.
And so there's a simple process that Hong Kong needs to do to figure out like where this stuff came from, because it's clearly
Yeah, they
not
audit
fire,
things.
but
They
they do,
keep
and they're
track
supposed to be
and-
investigating.
Yeah. Hopefully they find out where it came from.
Yeah, it's like there's like some sort of process. I was looking up the process. I can't find it right now, but basically you have to find out like where the netting was from. That would have been on record.
Yeah.
Because they shouldn't be using the substandard stuff in Hong Kong. Their standards are way too high for that.
Yeah.
That's why you haven't seen fires like this traditionally.
Yes.
But I thought it was kind of rich that China was going out of its way to say that Hong Kong's like low standards are like the cause of this, and that with the CCP's values, then they would have really high standards.
Sure.
They would. This doesn't happen in China.
High standards of failure.
Which is wild because how many fires a week do we see in
Yeah.
China, right? And in fact, just to prove this, we were able to hunt down these articles, right?
So what's this?
They're on the
Shanxi?
Chinese news, right? The netting caught the building on fire in mainland China.
Yes.
Right. The 2010
Yes.
Shanghai fire was massive.
Yeah.
Usually, I get some footage of it here. What do you think caused it?
Again, it was the netting on the outside.
Netting on the scaffolding, right?
Yeah. So look, it doesn't matter if you've got steel scaffolding or bamboo scaffolding. The same thing happens if that netting is garbage and not fire retardant.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because you had somebody in charge of putting that was maybe
Little
retardant.
retardant, yeah.
Yes, a little retardant.
To standards.
But now here's what really ticks me off. Okay, when there's a tragedy in China and a building burns down and people lose their lives, the last thing that we do or anyone does is make fun of them. It's a tragedy. We point out the shortcomings of the safety and we point out the shortcomings of the CCP, and it's a warning. And it's also just to, hey guys, this is happening. Don't let these people's lives be lost in vain.
Yeah.
Remember that this happened, because it just gets swept under the rug. But no, when it happened in Hong Kong, Chinese netizens were mocking them,
Yeah.
and saying, oh, Hong Kong style bamboo char siu, which is a kind of like a barbecue pork.
Everyone knows what char siu is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Char siu, is that what you
in
call
English,
it here?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. But you know what I mean? Like the kind of comments that were coming out, there were so many. We're not going to show you the most vile ones, but people were making fun of the people dying.
Well, mainlanders, a lot of them despise Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Because they're wealthy, they have freedom.
It's just jealousy.
It is. It's
jealousy.
But again, a lot of people don't. Right? A lot of people love Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the most vile stuff came out online.
Yeah, it's really awful.
It was really
So we're not going to dwell on that. I just wanted to point that out that,
for sure.
when there's a tragedy, whether it's in America or Hong Kong or anywhere else, you'll get Chinese netizens up celebrating it,
sure, for
which is
sure.
appalling. It's terrible behavior. It's disgusting.
The thing that I really wanted to highlight here, by
Yeah.
the way,
Yeah.
should make us big,
Yeah, for sure.
was this whole sentiment of China tried to gaslight Hong Kong and say, we're going to shut down these protests. We got to arrest all these people. And China literally hired criminals.
Yes, I remember to
like
beat
criminal
people up.
thugs
Yeah.
from mainland and then bust them into Hong Kong to beat people up, right? It was wild. It was nuts, right?
It's crazy.
Go back, we've done a ton of videos on the subject.
Yep.
But really, the be-all and end-all was that, look at how, and they spun it. They said that first China didn't want anybody in mainland China to see the protests.
Yeah.
But then when it kind of like leaked in, they said, look at what's happening, right? These savages in Hong Kong, they say they want freedom, they want democracy. This is just the CIA.
Yeah, color revolution.
They've been lied to. They know not what they do.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
We need to give them and remember the whole reason they're having the protests is to protest the national security law, which effectively hands over the keys to Beijing.
Yes.
They say, look at the reason they need to have the national security law is because of look how they're acting.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So again, this has been such a sore spot for Hong Kong and for China that when an event like this happens, they have to leverage it quickly.
Yeah.
They have to say, no, it was the stupid Hong Kongers that lit it on fire with cigarettes in the bamboo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then they can kind of pick up the pieces from there. So it'll be interesting to see how honest the audit is from Hong Kong.
Yes.
From Hong Kong authorities. Let's see if there's still a crumb of truth.
Yeah,
left.
because I mean, I'm guessing, and my educated guess is that they're going to find out that this netting was
From China.
cheap from China, wasn't properly vetted. It was a shortcut that was taken so they could save some money, and they put non-fire retardant, netting up, and that's what caused it. That's my guess.
And my guess is that we won't know that, and the report will say, "Oh, China had nothing to do with this."
Yeah.
Because Beijing's not going to allow Hong Kong to publish its results.
There might still be like a plucky sort of auditor in there who's like, you know what,
I don't
fight
care.
or die, that kind of thing, and
Yeah.
does it. Hopefully, we see that.
This is honestly, and this is way more important than you think, because this is the next test to see how far Hong Kong has fallen,
Yes.
or if it still has a semblance of freedom.
Correct.
We'll see. We'll keep you updated.
We've got something very cool to announce now. Let's try to move away from this macabre, terrible situation. And you guys remember Hand Machine Ghost?
Oh, amazing shirt.
We've got a sequel. In fact, it's part of the collection. Are you guys ready? Okay, check this out, guys. Very excited to announce. Maybe I'll bring the volume up a little bit here. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Poison Beauty. My low voice will come. This is Poison Beauty.
Can I pause it there?
Sure. I thought we could just pause it at the end so we can see the whole thing.
You want to?
Yeah, let's play it all through all the way first.
Okay. All right, we'll play it all the way through. See ya in a minute. I love it. I guess I'm going to have to go back a little bit.
Yeah, why don't you pause on that? But I did want to hear that riff first.
Yeah, the riff's good. It's great.
Everyone needs the full experience first.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get back to the riff thing. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Look at that.
Poison Beauty.
That is a nice shirt.
Okay, so again, with Hand Machine Ghost, it was Shoji Kong, which means an addict. Now we're talking about Cho Mei. Cho Mei is what you call somebody who's conceited, somebody who's vain, right? Somebody who's a stink beauty is the actual.
Yeah, I wouldn't do a
You wouldn't,
translation.
but it wouldn't really be that. It's a poison beauty is more accurate. That's what we think. So this is the poison beauty, and it really just means somebody who's beautiful on the outside, but actually very ugly on the inside.
But it's got massive implications because it also can refer to the fact that China has just completely destroyed our perception of reality with face filters and AI and all this unnatural stuff.
LEDs on buildings at night.
It's all warped our perspective of how the world looks.
Yes.
Right. So this is an allegory for that as well.
Yes.
Not just about people. Right?
Yeah.
It's about how China has made the world a fake place.
Yeah.
Right?
You want to read the little blurb?
I would love to. Poison Beauty looks flawless at first glance, like a building glowing in LED lights. But beneath the shine can hide something hollow, even ugly. In a world where social media keeps getting more artificial, it's getting harder to tell what's real.
Yeah, so bring awareness to the flawlessness of...
Falseness.
Sorry, what am I saying? Flawlessness.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The falseness of filters. Yeah, fake AI-driven news and staged perfection with this limited edition design. So guys, just like the Hand Machine Ghost, this is limited. You see it's no longer for sale and it won't ever be for sale again. But this is a similar thing. Poison Beauty, we hope you like it. It's part of a series. Okay, there's going to be a few of these. But they're very highly collectible. They'll never come back again. Poison Beauty, please grab one if you like it. I love this design. I think it's fantastic. And remember, zero AI was used in the making of this.
That's the most important thing to point out here, isn't it?
This is 100% hand-drawn, okay, by our in-house artist, Dragonilla.
That's right.
Absolutely fantastic. If you're the kind of person who likes to catch them all, got to catch them all, catch this one.
Heck yeah.
It's awesome.
Yes.
So this would also
love
make
it.
this would make a great conversation starter again
sure.
because it's got the pretty girl, and if you look in the mirror, you can see the inner ugliness reflected. And of course, the Chinese Cho Mei, you can really start a conversation,
Yep.
you know, when you're sitting around at Christmas dinner or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I think it's
a great
fantastic.
sequel.
Lovely, lovely shirt. So please grab one while you still can.
For sure. Shout out to Dragon Noah for designing this.
Absolutely.
Amazing stuff.
Amazing. Let's get that riff. TheChinaShow.threadless.com. Your air guitar. Yeah, I had to, censor the air guitar like the Chinese government. No fun here. So go to TheChinaShow.threadless.com to order yours today.
Yes.
All right, let's continue. Right, Beyond the Great Firewall, guys, you're going to love this one. This is hilarious, and this is where we take you behind China's firewall and translate some things for you to see. And you found this and translated
I
it.
think you guys are going to love this.
It's so ridiculous.
So I've been on this binge of like watching small properties in China.
Yeah.
I started seeing them pop up in Japan, but they're kind of like really well designed.
Yes.
The ones in China are just really sad.
Dude, let's watch this because I've actually got some personal stories about places
Sure.
like this I want to share. Okay, so let's take a look. What kind of a place is this?
8块钱一晚。
It's like $1 a night.
这个是住人的吗？能住。这个门
Play it through once.
好像还没有我宽呢。我要进去了。家人们，这个厕所是一半儿的，是跟那个隔壁这屋是共享的。现在已经进来了啊，这是我的床。这种房子就睡一宿肯定得得见着人，挺挤的。这屋现在最大的缺陷就是我身高不够。电视打开了，中着看。
That is
Let's
hilarious.
analyze a couple of
Yeah,
phrases of
let's go back because that is hilarious. Okay.
So this is like 8 RMB per night, so like $1 a night.
That is really cheap, but I think the most shocking thing to me is the toilet, to be honest.
Well, I think the most shocking thing is this exists because people are so poor right now. Like, especially people that can't afford to live in the cities, but they're already there. They're unemployed, especially youth unemployment, that they have to go scrounge 8 RMB up to get a night's sleep.
8 RMB is literally nothing.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's about $1
Yeah.
a night. Okay, but you know what? You get what you pay for.
I mean, that is wild.
So look, neither you or me could fit in that room.
No, I couldn't.
And
I actually couldn't.
If we could, we'd have to sleep on our side.
Completely.
There's
Even
no,
then it would
yeah,
be dicey.
it would be, it'd be just sus. I'll have to get a truck to pull
I
us
think
out.
she doesn't look very big.
No, she's small.
She looks small.
Yeah.
看一晚。这
Look, she's blanked out the toilet because
Why do
there's
you
probably a turd in
Or,
there.
or pee.
Yeah. Dude, the fact that there's a split toilet, like a pit
这个
toilet
是
that's
住人
split.
的吗？能住。这个门
That's absolutely nuts.
That is a-
By the way, I found a treasure trove of these.
Yeah, so we'll show some more in
If
the
you
future.
guys are interested, we'll do a whole episode of them because they're so funny.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, though. She's a small Chinese woman. She's
Yeah.
probably like, what, 4'5" or something. I just guess. I'm just
get out of
guessing.
control here.
Okay, whatever.
Maybe like 5'2".
Okay,
Yeah.
something like that. But she's not going to be very big.
No.
It's my meaning here. I'm exaggerating, obviously.
I mean, she might be 4 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the toilet is wild, dude.
家人们，这个
Okay, so here's my thing. That's a pit toilet.
Yeah,
It's a squat toilet. Now, as a man, I could see how you could probably stand against the wall and kind of aim and pee in there. How are you going to take a poop?
I guess you.
How? You could not fit. You couldn't even.
I think you could.
How?
You lean up all the way against the wall,
I
almost standing. You know, like at a slight angle.
just don't understand.
The butt will be lined up with the wall. You probably poop on the wall.
I don't know. There's this weird fold-out table
that's-
thing here that's in your way.
That's not great.
I don't think it's even possible. I think what happens is you end up pooping on the floor, then you have to like kick it in. You know, like slide it in with your foot.
You might.
It's ridiculous.
Maybe you go like this.
That's just, The worst is, dude, in the middle of the night, you try to sleep,
I know,
and some
someone
dude
else
takes a
does it.
turn,
And
and
he's gonna make sound
and you
and
got a
smell.
fart in your room. So you're just gonna have like farts and turds flying into your room. Someone takes a piss and splashing up in there. This is the worst design.
is-
It's not even slightly practical.
You know, it must be nice.
It must be nice to live in a real country.
I'm so glad you remembered that. Yes,
my
absolutely.
gosh.
One more time.
Must be nice to live in a real country.
That is just shocking. Again, the idea that someone else is gonna poop at night.
Yes. You're sharing it with your neighbor. What if they have diarrhea?
Do you know how little air there is in that room? It's gonna be half poop fecal air.
Dude, it's just horrific. The
厕
idea
所是
behind
一
this.
半儿的，是跟那个隔壁这屋
You know, when you used to go to those like foot massage places or whatever, and they'd split an aircon in half. You
Yeah,
saw that,
yeah.
right? So you know you get like a mini split, and there'll be the part on the wall where you know the air comes out. So to save money, they'd like put a partition in the middle, like a drywall, and you'd have two different rooms, so you can have the foot massage, you know, in the different rooms. But they'd put that thing and split it in the middle, so you get half into this room, half into that room. It's
I
kind of
hated
funny.
that shit. You know, I don't like people touching me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, you did show me that.
Yeah, it's
It's pretty
hilarious.
hilarious because it's
Yeah.
like how much is wasted in the middle there.
It's just like, what are you doing? It's like, yeah.
共
Anyway.
享的。现在已经进来了啊，
that is just.
这是
that's
我的
incredible.
床。
Dude, it's like sardines. Look at that nonsense. Like, she can't even fit there. And I kind of love that the TV is sideways.
Yeah, because you have to be. You couldn't.
How do you watch that?
You lay on your side.
Oh, dude, I think you're going to have a crick in your neck.
这屋现在最大的缺陷就是
Dude, look.
Half shit.
She's almost touching the ceiling, all 4'5" of her. So imagine us.
Stop speculating your height.
I'm just saying. Look
She
at
could
the
be 6'1"
dude. That
like
light
me.
bulb is almost the same size as her head. Okay, so I'm using mathematics to figure this out. All right, she's small,
身高不够。
Yeah, she strikes me as kind of short.
dude. Yeah, look at that stupid sideways TV.
Do that.
But like, so you lie on the. But look at this. You'd lie on the bed, and then you have to like look up, right, to look at it. So you'd have to be like
portrait
this.
mode.
Yeah, you'd have to be like that, right? I don't think it's
I wish
watchable.
I wish this was a meme.
It's true.
You know what I mean? I told you I've got tons of these, but they're
Yeah.
all different. They're all wildly different,
It's-
and they cram these into the crazy. A lot of them are in Chongqing.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are in Shanghai. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. But if you guys are interested, just let me know down below because I will totally.
Yeah,
do a
yeah,
whole
totally
episode
do
on
more.
it. Yeah.
I just got to tell you my personal anecdote. So when I first got to Shenzhen, and this is when I decided I'm going to now live in China, and I sold all my stuff, and I went there, and it was probably about February 2006 when I finally got back, you know, to Shenzhen. And I stayed in a fairly expensive hotel. Not massively expensive, but fairly expensive. And I ran out of money very quickly. So my girlfriend at the time that I'd met in China, I asked her to help me find a cheaper hotel. And she took me to some of the most, like those kind of places. Because she really took it literally. I said, can you find me like a much cheaper place to stay? So she took me to places that are just like, 10 RMB a night type things.
Oh wow.
And I saw some of the most horrendous living conditions I've ever seen in my life. And one in particular I remember very clearly is it had like a carpet. You know, you get that horrible kind of blue carpet that people used in like, I don't know, trailer offices or something in the past. You know, that kind of like weird cut pile type stuff. It had a path, black path from, you know, people walking to and from the bed because it's so disgusting and matted, a black path. And right next to the bed was a pit toilet. So, you know, you lie on this tiny, and the bed was also grimy like that black grime. You know that black grime bed, black grime paths, and a freaking pit toilet right where you sleep. So you sleep here and you're looking at the pit toilet. It's like this far away from the bed in this tiny room. And I was like, what on earth am I looking at? I couldn't believe people could live in these conditions. And I'm from Africa. I was like, no, that's okay. Thank you. I'll figure something else out, which I did. But she took me to a lot of these places, and this is reminding me of that.
Yeah.
It's desperate what some people put up with.
That's true.
You know? Anyway, like you said, nice to live in a real country, right?
Yeah,
It must
it
be
is,
nice to live in
for
a real
sure.
country. So, guys, by the way, thank you for everybody who signed up last
Yes.
week with our telethon. Dude, Monday was fun. We had a great time with the Revolutionary Fantasies. Unfortunately, of course, we got hit by a bunch of nonsense. We had to cut a whole lot of stuff out, but it was still a lot of fun.
Not too much. There's
Not
still
too much.
plenty of good episode for you to watch.
Yeah, but this is what you missed. Yeah, let's take a look. Cardboard Man.
Cardboard Man. Oishi.
Yes.
What reminded me of Chinese Rambo, who never saves anyone, by the way. He
Yes.
lets children die. I think it's a little more ridiculous that it's like a pornographic boob woman. She sacrificed herself
Unnecessarily.
for zero reason. A rogue man with a piece of paper on his head.
Watch out, get each other. But look, he sees the bullet coming, and he like ducks.
But then they're naked.
Oh, why? Oh, they're taking a shower now?
It's just, it goes from like, we're so thirsty.
This looks like an advert for like skincare or hair
know.
products or something.
But they're like,
So China makes these shows to hate Japan,
Yes.
and we covered
Which is relevant to what's coming up in
Yes.
Worldview, by the way.
which we covered, and it's
Yeah.
very funny.
Yes.
The stuff they make. We covered modern ones too.
Yeah. Like from a month
like
ago.
from a month ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have not gotten any better.
They're just as bad.
They're
Yeah.
crazy. But anyway, if you do like that and you want to see all of our episodes, we have our secret show on Monday. It's called Xiaobanhou, means after hours.
Yes.
It's on patreon.com/ADB podcasts.
Yeah, with an S.
Yep. If you support us at the $10 or $20 tier, $20 tier gets it live. $10 tier, you get it right after it goes live.
Thanks for everybody who joined. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Especially massive thanks to all the newcomers and for your support. You guys are awesome. You guys really pulled us out of a big nosedive over there. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, guys, time for us to move on to Worldview. This is where we talk about everything in the world, specifically with regards to China. And, well, we all know there's this big spat going on between China and Japan.
Tell me a story.
Very simple. New Japanese Prime Minister says, if China attacks Taiwan, we will step in to help. China goes ballistic. They can't handle the fact that Japan would even mention something like that. They're like, how dare you? Taiwan belongs to us. And then dude, I'm no joke. Every day, probably 100 times on X and other social media, Chinese government has been putting out crap about Japan better not cross our red line. Japan sucks. Japan is bad. Japan, don't forget this. And everyone's like, what the hell is going on? What is wrong with you? You know, it's as if somebody released a hornet's nest inside of the office there in China, you know, in the bureau or something, and they're all running around like panicking and screaming and crying and pressing enter on their keyboard all the time to keep putting this stuff out. It's crazy. They're having this big meltdown. But now they've banned imports of seafood from Japan. They canceled a whole bunch of business deals with Japan, of course, because they're trying to punish them because of the erroneous remarks, right? They're like, you better retract that.
Punished.
Yeah, punished. But now...
We were talking about episode 1 earlier, so that's from there.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. What a movie. Anyway.
Frickin' Gungan.
Yeah. Anyway, now it's gone even further. All right. So there was a convention for games in Shanghai. Now, we all know Shanghai is China's international city. And usually Shanghai gets to avoid these stupid political spats because, you know what? The people in Shanghai are sophisticated and they're intelligent and they don't stoop down to that nationalist level most of the time.
People in Shanghai say, I'm from Shanghai first, Chinese second.
Yes, exactly. And it's true because, you know what? They don't like to get caught up in this crap because, you know what? It's always flash in the pan. It's always garbage. It's always the Chinese government goes completely crazy and savage for a little while, throwing their crap out, basically like a monkey taking its poop and throwing it everywhere. And then it calms down and everything goes back to normal. So the Shanghai people are like, let them do their crap. We'll continue being normal. We'll continue liking the things we like. You know, we're not going to go smash our Toyota now just because, the government's having a spat. That's usually. So they're having this big convention for games, okay, which is kind of a first world thing to do. Okay. Now, they invited Maki Otsuki, who sings the song for that Stretchy Pirate show. The ending. You know the Bandai Namco Stretchy Pirate show? So, for those of you who don't know, One Piece is immensely popular in China and all of Asia.
I'm going to hazard a guess that most people have at least seen this because it was in the Macy's Day Parade this
Correct.
year.
So you guys know how popular it is. So
1,000-something episodes, right?
yeah, it's crazy. It's like the days of our lives. It's catching up to that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Or the Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah,
It's probably
Bold and the
overtaken that. Yeah. Anyway, so here's the thing. She's singing the ending song of the series on
Chinese
stage.
people are going to love.
Yeah, of course. They love it. I mean, why not? It's their favorite thing. And you can see she's looking very upset. Why? I'll show you why. Because she's in the process of singing, as you can see on stage, and the fans are singing along, having a great time. And then all of a sudden, her mic gets cut, and then the power gets cut to the stage. But not to anywhere else. The power didn't go off, by the way. The lights are still on. And she's like, whoa, and then they like whisk her off stage. So I just want to pause it there because you can hear the fans are like, what's going on? What's happening here? Take a look. The lights are still on. So there's no power loss to the venue.
Yeah.
They literally turned off her microphone and then turned off the music halfway through her performance. And this is because the Chinese government is petty. And now they don't want any Japanese artists singing in China. You know? They absolutely 100% are behind this because you know what? When people asked the organizers what happened, they said force majeure.
They love saying
Force majeure is the Chinese government's word when it comes to we did it.
Yeah.
That's basically the Chinese government saying we did it.
Yep.
They blame COVID on force majeure. They blame everything on force majeure that they do. So the Chinese government sabotaged her live performance. Now, maybe some of you out there are saying like, nah, maybe it was a technical
That's
difficulty.
what I said.
Yeah.
And then you showed me the other stuff.
But it's like, no, I'm sorry.
I was skeptical.
We're going to have to go to the annoying smoking couple's living room for a second here. Okay, I'll get us out of here. Because I need to introduce you to somebody who I think most people...
I can't be in here right now.
Yeah, the annoying smoking couple's living room TV is where we go, where we have to show things that might get us copyright. And I want to introduce you to Hamasaki Ayumi, otherwise known as Binchi Bu in China, who is probably equivalent to the Britney Spears of Japan, I'd say.
Right.
She is also the one responsible for those horrible nails, by the way. If you ever saw that huge fad that overtook China with the nails with like ridiculous like little diamonds and, you know, designs and things dangling off them and so on, that's her fault. So you can blame her for that because she made that popular, those weird nails, right?
In Asia.
In Asia,
I can tell you she got it probably from somewhere else.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so she is making a comeback tour. Okay. In fact, her first comeback tour was in Beijing, which was successful. It was her first, like, in 16 years, because she's been off the circuit, right?
Okay.
She's, like, mad popular, like the most popular Japanese pop icon of the early 2000s.
And she's super popular in China.
Big time. Yeah. She's a tastemaker. Like I said, the reason why people have those nails is because of her.
Right.
Everybody in China knows her. Everybody in China loves her.
Yeah,
they,
for sure.
They really
for sure.
like her a lot. So now she's making this comeback tour, and she's chosen China to do it. Okay, which is a big compliment to China to do it there rather than in Japan or somewhere else, right?
Oh, yeah, it gives China so much face.
Yeah, exactly. So she had her first concert. So now she's setting up her Shanghai concert. Now, guess again, I think China's trying to punish both Japan and Shanghai in one fell swoop here. I really do. So this is her official, it's translated, but this is her official response. She says, please forgive me for having to make such distressing news regarding the Shanghai performance. As with previous performances, I worked together with a crew of 200 people during the day and night. It took 5 days to finish setting up the Shanghai stage today. However, key staff members were hastily gathered in the morning, and we received a request to call off the performance. I have no intention of commenting on matters I have no knowledge of. In other words, it's political. I just deeply feel sorry that we were unable to allow the approximately 100 Chinese staff members who worked so hard to put it on, as well as the other 100 staff members, dancers, and band members who traveled across the ocean from Japan to make the show happen.
Aggressive this is.
Yes, I know.
This is good. I like it.
It says, more than anything, I still cannot believe and am at a loss for words that this stage must now be dismantled without even having the opportunity to meet and apologize in person to the 14,000 fans who had gathered from all over China, Japan, and various other countries. I'm so sorry. With my emotions in a state of disarray, I continue to wonder if there's anything I can do, but please forgive me for leaving this report at this time.
So, a quick question.
Yeah.
So they cut the power on the first one, and I go, I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
They cancel what's her
Ayumi
name?
Hamasaki.
Ayumi Hamasaki. They cancel her. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right. It's getting a little weird, but you know what? Force majeure.
I don't know. She's like the biggest
that's what I'm saying.
Japanese
that's
pop.
just my train of thought. I go, well, I'll take their word for it.
Yeah.
Can you give me something else?
Sure. They also canceled Chilled spot. It's either chilled spot or child spot.
Child.
Child,
You gotta
I
go.
think it's chilled. A chilled spot.
Chilled
One
spot,
man live tour.
tour.
Midway in China gets cancelled too.
Okay.
This other one,
Jilica fan meetup in Shanghai. Is that another Japanese?
yes,
one?
also cancelled. This, what is it? Natori Asia tour live in Shanghai. It's interesting how most of them are in Shanghai, huh?
That's because where
Also
people listen
cancelled.
to international stuff.
Yeah. There was some kind of Sailor Moon thing also, concert that was cancelled. So China is punishing artists and canceling them. Now, listen, I understand if they're like, okay, we're not having a good relation with Japan right now, let's cancel all future concerts. But to allow them to set everything up, in fact, with the first
So
one,
insulting.
she's actually halfway through the performance, and then to cut it, it's intentional.
Yeah, for sure.
It's intentional
This
to
is how
get
petty China is.
to get Ayumi Hamasaki to come over and set up her stage, which includes a huge amount of preparation on the Chinese side as well, and Chinese employees and so on, putting it all together, and to wait till the 11th hour and then cancel it when they're ready to go shows intention.
Yeah.
They're trying their best to punish people from Japan for trying to be nice in China, for trying to engage with China.
Is it not unbelievably petty?
It's the most petty thing ever. Did you put in that?
Yeah, it's probably after this.
Okay, all right. There's a picture I just want to show you.
Come back to this.
Okay,
Get us
let's-
out of there first.
Yeah, I'll get us out of here. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, probably snap to the end.
Yeah, let me just see where the picture is. Yeah, no worries. Let's see where the picture is.
Dun, dun, dun.
It is not here. What happened?
I definitely put it in there.
Is this the wrong media pack, maybe?
Oh, look. No, it's over it. Look. Go back. Go back. No. It's on top of it.
Oh, it's on top of it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
annoying.
just saw it behind it.
Well, that's very unfortunate.
Poor
'Cause,
unfortunate soul.
yeah, it's
I
very
can
annoying.
export it real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe just chuck the picture on the desktop and I'll try to...
Sure.
Actually, export it as a video will be easier.
It should be here, by the way. Oh, I think you're just too quick.
No? Where?
Look, it's here. It's not on top of it. It's right here.
Like here?
Yeah, like right after that
No,
last Sailor Moon thing.
I do think you put the wrong media pack on the desktop.
I overwrote it, so this is behind.
Okay, there's the
sausage
Sailor Moon thing.
factory.
Bear with us, guys. And,
Oh, weird.
yeah. Can you just
Oh,
export
hold
that
on.
little piece?
Yeah, no, it should be longer. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just that
Like
little
a
piece, and I
I'll
can...
do a little R.
Yeah, just that tiny piece, yeah. And then I'll show you, because I kind of want to show you guys before we continue.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. So
Yeah. So anyway, I have a little bit of a message to anyone who wants to deal with China. Don't.
yeah.
This is what they do. They punish you. And I'm talking to investment bros. I'm talking to people like, let's go set up a factory in China.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's go get our product manufactured in China. Don't. Find somewhere else, because this is what happens. On a dime, they change their mind and then they screw you over in the worst possible way. The most embarrassing way and the way that'll hurt you the most. It's like a vengeful ex or something like that. You know, don't deal with them. And we've seen time and time again, to do this kind of stunt maliciously, to hurt the fans in China, not just the Japanese pop singers and, the Japanese companies and so on, is terrible.
Yeah.
Is that on there?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Let me just find you. Sorry, I wanted to show you one last little thing. Let me refresh the desktop here, guys. And thank you for indulging us over here. Okay. Let's do that again. Where is it?
It just simply does not want you to show this.
No, it doesn't.
Like this is no. I
Where?
literally put it.
Oh, there it
on
is.
there.
Okay, got it. Okay. I'll bring that up. It's just a picture.
It is
Oh.
just trying to stifle.
It's trying. It's trying.
It's trying to stifle the said process.
Yes, it's coming, guys. Please bear with me for a second here. Okay, and let me just pause it. There we go. Okay, we got it.
Yes, we got it.
We got it. Okay, so this is actually the stage that was completed for the Hamasaki's, concert.
Yeah.
And she's actually ended up from some like leaked insiders performing the concert solo and getting it recorded so that she can actually still give something to the fans. At least that's what's being said by an insider. This could also just be her rehearsing, so it's hard to say. But just to show you that this isn't a joke and this isn't made up, they set up this massive stage. They'd already sold out 14,000 tickets to not only Chinese fans from across the country who traveled to Shanghai for the concert, but from abroad too. People coming in from Korea and from Japan and from who knows where to come and see her. And they canceled it. So this is on the Chinese government. It's on the pettiness of the Chinese government. And it's completely unfair to the artists and to the fans.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so now we managed to show that. I'm going to get us out of there so I can get our original, pack back. I'll get
Bring
there.
back the pack.
Yeah, bring back the pack. All right.
Because it's time.
Oh, you know what it's time for. It's time for me to scroll through this junk to find out where we were, and we're right about there. We're right about there, and there we are. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, good. So, guys, we have a sticker giveaway every week. Last week we didn't, so we have 2 this week.
Yes, 2 winners.
And we're going to do it back to back. Now, what this is it's totally voluntary. If you want to be part of the sticker draw, there's a link down below in the description, I believe. And we add you to this wheel, which is just, you can't even see the names anymore. I think we're going to hit the limit, aren't we?
Yeah, we should probably pull it.
Yeah, well. Ooh, Tea and Hot Pocket. Congratulations, Tea and Hot Pocket.
Stickers coming your way.
So what'll happen is somebody's going to reach out to you and we'll send 5 stickers your way. You can do whatever you want. Put them on your water bottle. Go put them on something. Put
them on a pole.
Yeah. If you want to, you could take a photo and then just share it on the Discord. You don't have to. You can just...
Or send it to whoever got a hold of you.
Yeah, just do whatever it is you like. Yeah. All right. But enjoy them. I stick mine in the trunk of my cars and stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Well, you just when you're at the shopping mall and you like putting your...
oh, what's that?
Yeah,
Scan that.
You got to do it right. You open up your trunk and you're like, hey, everybody, look at this sticker. I'm loading my groceries right now, but this sticker's really cool.
I feel like on a university bulletin board would be a good place to put it.
That's a great place. Yeah. By the way, Skywalker, congratulations.
Give him a woo.
Yeah.
You didn't get his woo. Where's the woo?
I think he got it.
Oh, he got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All right. So, as you all know, yesterday was Thanksgiving here in the States. And so we decided we'd reach out to our community and they give us some ideas of what we should be thankful for.
That's right.
So,
so some of these are very interesting.
by the way, fantastic art. Again, thank you, Dragonella, for these amazing stickers, which we shall now use forevermore.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So you guys submitted some what we should be thankful for jokes.
Yes.
That you would want us to read, so we're going to read some of these. We're thankful for the CCP. You know
why?
Without whom we would have no content and no careers and no idea what to complain about on a weekly basis.
Okay, I'll give him that.
All right. You got me.
Give him that. Give him that.
Feel like a roast turkey over here. We're thankful for YouTube's algorithm.
Why?
Sometimes. Just sometimes.
Yes.
Deciding that 2 dudes talking about Chinese EVs and corruption deserve to be recommended to people.
That's true.
Sometimes,
yes.
Did we show up on your feed today?
Hopefully.
We're thankful for the Wolf Warrior diplomats.
Yes.
They continue to tarnish the reputation of the CCP more than we ever could.
Yeah, that's just very true.
This is true.
Yes.
Doing our job for us.
Can I say I'm thankful for something that the light farmer didn't come up today? Yeah. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Just saying. Thanks.
I hate when people interact with our videos. I wish they performed worse.
No, it's just the light farmer kind of ticks me off. That's all.
Well, he gets us likes.
Yeah, true.
Farms them,
Can't really fault him for that.
We're thankful for Baijiu.
Okay.
It reminds, Baijiu is,
obviously.
I mean, not you, but the audience.
It's a very,
alcohol.
very strong alcohol.
It's like 50, 60%, sometimes 70%.
Yeah, it can be really, really strong.
We're thankful for Baijiu because it proves that we can both still have careers and liver damage at the same time.
Yeah, true.
Fair enough.
Very true.
Some of these are kind of mean.
Yeah.
We're thankful for Chinese state media.
Why?
They have taught us that reality is optional. Facts are decorative, and you can just make shit up and people will believe
That's
it.
actually true.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. I'm not thankful for that, though. I wish that wasn't the case.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want
well, they
to.
demonstrated it. I'm thankful that they demonstrated that that's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We're thankful for the phrase "with Chinese characteristics."
Okay.
It makes any terrible idea sound like a thoughtful cultural phenomenon.
Yes.
It's very true.
Yep.
Yeah, if you add that to anything,
Yeah.
it means you can't criticize it anymore. So like socialism with Chinese characteristics means you don't have socialism.
I think that's just their out.
It's an out.
It's like, my version of something, like Road Rules Winston edition.
Yeah.
And that's when you just ignore them.
Just run everything.
Yeah, exactly. You
over.
could say, that's Road Rules Winston edition.
Yes.
You could say that, right?
I drive off of cliffs and my car flies.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing.
Where are we here? We're thankful for we're thankful for the Chinese motorcycles that we rode. Hey, those are custom Japanese motorcycles.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, kind of. It's a
Yeah,
joint
they were built
venture.
in China,
Joint venture, yeah.
We're thankful for the Chinese motorcycles that we rode, which almost killed us 1 million times, but it got us 1 million views. So honestly, fair trade.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty funny.
I'm thankful for that.
We're thankful for the phrase, "This is not propaganda. This is real." That's in every Twitter post, right?
Yep.
This is not propaganda. This is real.
Correct.
China's living in the future. Mm-hmm. We're thankful for the phrase, "This is not propaganda. This is real." A phrase only used immediately before saying propaganda.
Correct.
It does help you spot stuff, doesn't it?
It does.
You're our eyes on Twitter. We're thankful for all the people who say that we are CIA agents.
Yes.
Because it's nice to feel professionally respected.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
It's nice.
It is
That's
nice of
really
them,
nice.
yeah.
We're thankful for every commenter who angrily types, "You don't understand China," because...
You gotta understand, China.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. You got that one.
I got it. Yeah, I got it just in time.
Most of all, this is kind of a roast against us.
In a
I've
way.
noticed this.
Yes.
Most of all, we're thankful for our viewers who tune in every week to a show that was supposed to be about motorcycles and somehow turned into geopolitical therapy.
Yes. Very
good,
true.
that's
Yeah,
good,
we did
that's
morph it, Although,
Yes.
don't forget, the ADV China channel still exists, and it's completely separate.
Yes. People
Yeah.
are commenting on grateful being spelled wrong. No, you don't understand. John T.
Mm-hmm.
It is pilgrim hat. Grateful. Get it?
yes,
Get it
yes.
now, guys? You get it?
Yep.
But happy Thanksgiving. Mostly, actually, we're actually super thankful for all of you that choose to watch us. This
Yes.
random show about two best friends that rode motorcycles across China and then became somehow geopolitical experts on Chinese
Yeah, exactly.
politics.
Yeah, we
and what's
seriously do
happening in China.
appreciate it,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you for being with us through, well, as long as you have. And it's been a couple of years now.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Couple, yeah. For this podcast, I think it's 5 years now. Yeah.
It's crazy. I think it's 5 years already. It's just one of those things you just never really expect. We wanted to pivot away from the motorcycle stuff and start a kind of a podcast. And so we started this channel. And the fact that you guys found us and stuck with us, we're humbled by it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, especially to our patrons that have actually floated this
you
whole
guys
endeavor.
are awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Shall we move on from our gratefulness? Actually, like aside from those things, what are you grateful for?
For show-wise or what?
Yeah, just in general.
Or just in general?
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to say things like your family and stuff.
Yeah, that you can like forget about. We all know that. We're
I
grateful
am
for our families,
incredibly
obviously.
grateful for my family, for
100%. Me too. But, that's a given.
Honestly, I'm grateful to live in a country where I can breathe the air and I can speak my mind
Yeah.
and I can enjoy the beauty of nature that is not being destroyed by dynamite and backhoes and horrible development and noise.
Yeah.
I love that I'm in a country that is relatively preserved and beautiful.
Yeah.
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 What about you?
Yeah. I want to do that whole like kind of sarcastic thing, but I'm grateful to China for teaching me that rules are important. In order to live a proper life, you do need some semblance of rules.
Yeah.
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 Because China's just so chaotic, and it's something that it's fun to grasp onto when you're young because it seems like it's the way to go. It's like, yes, finally, do what I want, say what I want, be what I want. But after a while, you realize, no, it's bad. You can't raise a family in that.
You also realize how restrictive China actually
Yeah,
is
you
very
do.
quickly.
Yeah, when it comes to certain,
Yeah,
things, absolutely. You can't really do any of your hobbies. You can't really have an opinion, that kind of
sure.
thing. But yeah, so I guess we can leave it at that and move on. And of course, I'm incredibly grateful for our audience.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You don't have to keep playing these, but these are cool.
But I'm also grateful for these really cool, grateful for these very cool stickers that we've got here. They're awesome.
Absolutely. For sure.
Yep. Let us, how long did you put them in there for? It's kind of quite the loop.
Well, I did it so you could run them while we did it. So we
Yeah,
had some
I get it
animation.
now, but
Yeah.
I just didn't though.
You just didn't
That's
get it.
cool.
Yeah.
I was just like, which is your favorite out of those?
I like the Probably the top middle one.
Yeah, it's got everything in it, right?
It's got them all.
What's the apple?
Apples, autumn, candy apples. That's when
okay.
apple harvest is.
All right, cool.
You don't have apples, I know, in South Africa, so.
Oh, we have apples. What are you
don't
talking
grow
about?
them.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ceres is a place where there's like a lot of citrus.
Are you pulling this shit? Oh, yeah, because apples are citrus.
Well, look it up. Apple, I'm sure.
No, I know. I'm just saying, you pulling this thing. Oh, there's this one orchard in this
No, I
one
mean, like,
reservoir.
Where do you think appelkoos confit comes from, man?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Probably in the Netherlands.
no, they definitely have apples. Look it up. Apples in Ceres. I'm pretty sure Ceres is a very well-known area for growing fruits and stuff. I'm pretty sure they
Why
have
doesn't
apples.
South Africa grow apples?
That's nonsense. They do.
Prove me wrong, Google.
Yeah, let's see.
South Africa does grow apples, and it's
Told
the
you.
largest producer in Africa, though it's not a major global producer.
Yeah, but it's the largest in Africa, so
Yeah.
there. Suck
has-
on that.
It has. I know that you guys have apples.
Yeah.
But it's only a small part of the country, the Western Cape.
Yeah, of course. That's where Ceres is.
I keep thinking you're talking about Siri like an app. An apple,
Stop.
Dude.
An Apple app.
dude.
What?
Siri.
Yes, I know.
Apples are
I get
grown
it.
there. That's
I
nuts.
get it. I get it. Right? Yeah. Except it's CERES.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Anyway,
Shall we do a Q&A?
all of that aside, guys, it's time for our Q&A. This is Yamcha, where we answer your questions and you question our answers. Guess what? It's Friday, so please relax, loosen the tie if you have one, grab a drink if you got one. Otherwise, let's just get right into it.
Yes.
Oh, and if you're not watching live or on the weekend, we bid you farewell. Stay awesome and we'll catch you on the next one. But for everyone else, let's continue.